What's good, everybody? Today I thought I'd showcase to you guys my water deck that I've been playing casually in remote duels and on Dueling Book Unranked and those kind of things. It's very fun. I don't know that I'd take it to anything higher than locals. Not really that sure I'd even take it to locals. But anyway, let's get started. We have the best water engines in the game in here. We'll start off with 3 Dragoons, Atlantean Dragoons, 3 Atlantean Prince Neptibus. We have Deep Sea Diva, which is an Atlantean by another name. Don't at me. And then we have 2 Heavy Infantry. Originally, I had 1 in here, and I really like it at 1. But there were these weird situations where I'd still have a Dragoons left in the deck and like no way to dump it or resolve it or anything like that. So we just bumped it up to another one. And then we come up to the Mermail engine. We have Teus, Megalo, and Pike, and then the equip spell. I feel like this is pretty standard. Maybe some people play Abyss Gundy, whatever. But I find myself bricking on that, and I never want to see it. So I took it out. But anyway, I go back and forth on the equip spell as well. The only reason that I keep it in here is because it can respond to things that you can't normally respond to, and it's because it doesn't respond directly to it, like Droplets, Super Poly, Dark Ruler No More, those kinds of things. Maybe not Dark Ruler No More, but I digress. Finally, we have Tidal back, which means it warrants running 3 stream. Either of these 2 plus a Dragoons is full combo. And then we get into the Frog package. 3 swap, 1 dupe, 1 substitute. This card is insane. I don't know that it's worth the value that you may or may not invest in it, but it is certainly great. And then we have the Nimbles, Beaver, and Angler, 3 and 2 of those. And then these cards I consider the Sprite package, if you will, but there's clearly no Sprite cards in this main deck. And then we get to the one-ofs. Mooling Glacier for the hand rip. Ice Jade Ron, I will not try to announce that A word because I just will butcher it. Ice Jade Ron, Crystron, Rosenix. This is supposed to be a second one of these, but I haven't got this one in the other one in the mail yet. So, but this one has its own kind of utility too, though, because you can discard it for any of your water guys, and it spawns a token as an extender. It's okay. Would it come out for the Ron when it comes in? 1000%. But it's neat. And then Deep Street Minstrel. This is in engine. This lets you rip a hand trap before you really get started doing what you're going to do. Ideally, you want to rip the Nibiru or the Ash Imperm or Valor or whatever they have, Droll. That'll prevent you from playing properly. So that's really good. And then the thing that I like to do is sometimes you rip the irrelevant card in their hands. So when you drop Mooling Glacier, you hit 1 or 2 of the key cards, and I think that's really good. And then we have 3 Deep Sea Aria. It's any level 4 or lower Sea Serpent in the deck, which is really good. But you got to banish a water first, and that's okay because a lot of these end up dead. Like you'll never use this again. You'll never use this again. You'll never use that, so on and so forth. And then we have 1 for 1. It's a pseudo starter. And then we have Foolish for whatever plays that it is that you need. Maybe you need a Frog. Maybe you need Tidal. Maybe you need to dump Angler. Maybe you need an extender. Like, there's a lot you can do here. I really like that. And then we get into the extra deck. We have Zealantis for the OTK. Nightmare Unicorn for non-destruction spot removal. Marince's Coral Anemone is a really good extender. It helps you to make your toads. I can get into that in a different video if you want me to. Bujingi, Hashima, I'm assuming that's how you say that. I don't know. Don't at me. This also helps you facilitate your toads. What it does is you take 2 monsters the same level and you link them into this. This can't be used as link material, but we bypass that with Gigantic. Anyway, 2 matching levels exceeds this. Then it picks a level, a dude in your hand that's a level, and then a dude in your graveyard that's the same level, and then you special summon them, and then immediately after this resolves, you make an Xyz monster with them, and that's where Bahamut Shark comes in. And then ideally you want 2 Dragoons under it, but Abyss Pike or Rosenix under it that's fine too. You detach the Dragoons, you spawn the Toad, and you get a search. It's pretty good. And then we get into Sprint. This dumps Angler, it dumps your Frogs. Really, that's all you need it for. Or if you need one of these engraved or this engraved, that way you can anemone it back for more combos. That's cool. Don't have to explain IP. Relinquished Anima is only in here because Link Haribo is banned. And another note on that is they really messed up by not calling it Relinquished Link, because that would have been awesome. It's in the same vein as they called Dark Honest, and they could have called it like Liar or Dishonest or something like that. It would have been really cool. We have Mermail Biscayos in here, but I feel like sometimes I don't want it because you want to take matching levels. You have 5. You have the Mermails and then the title in the 7s, and then you have this is also a 7, and then you have a couple of 4s and some 2s. But this might come out for something else, because you really want to take these matching levels and make this thing. But also, this is really cool because sometimes you just have this in hand and you have 2 7s, so you can make this and equip it, and then it's a blanket negate for what's currently face up on your opponent's board, and it makes it pretty huge. And then next we have Bahamut Shark. We all know that that's to facilitate Toad, and then possibly get a Dragoon's grab search rather. It's really good. Toads, I don't have to explain Toad. It's probably the best rank 2 that we've ever had. And then we have Gigantic Sprite. This is a facilitator of Toad as well, and then you can really just whatever you can do in Sprite, you can do in this, as far as this card goes. And then we have the Tins, the Supreme Sovereign, whose name I really like. That's a cool name. And then we have Ice Jade Dramir. I'm not trying to pronounce that other word again. Someone can teach me that if you want to. And then we have Dragite. This is a flex spot. Part of me really wants to make that a Vorp Gate. Vorp Gate is broken. A friend of mine, John, and I were theorying Vorp Gate a lot, and evidently at the end of the battle phase, if you banish everything and then go into main phase 2, you can like link it off, or however you can get it off the board, and then the other effect at the end phase doesn't activate because it's no longer there, and then the shit just stays banished. It's pretty crazy. I just thought y'all might like to see this and maybe make your own variant of it and see what your own take would be. I hope you enjoyed. I'll meet you in the next one. Don't be late.